Hey friends, welcome back. Rob Lyons here with you, and wanted to share with you this kit. It may be the best model I have ever built in terms of quality and finish. It is the first model that I ever had that placed in a model competition. Got second place last year in the watercraft category at Modelrama 2025. Modelrama 2026 is coming up next month, about a month from now. This is the USS Enterprise CV-6 from World War II. This is built with the Tamiya kit in 1/700 scale. And I will just zoom in here a little bit so that you can see what we got here. We'll just start at the fantail with our approaching craft and work our way forward. So this is a relatively straight out-of-the-box build, with the exception being that the decals are starfighter decals on the aircraft and on the deck. I chose to paint this in a 1944 scheme that was used in the summer to fall. So you can see the complicated masking pattern that went into this to recreate the camouflage. So that's the port side. Hopefully we got some good light on the starboard side as well. I don't think it's quite as good as the port side, but we'll take a look. This was all airbrushed with a variety of paints. Tamiya acrylics were part of the mix, Vallejo as well. See there the nameplate. We've got a flight of 3 aircraft. These were mounted up on clear sprue that was stretched, as was the aircraft here on the fantail, or closing in on the fantail. One of the weakest elements of the kit was the radar antenna. I fabricated that out of window screen, of all things. The kit was missing the side antenna here on the stack. Built that from scratch. And then I decided I wanted the aircraft parked, so I cut the wings and folded them. Now, let's talk a little bit about the diorama that we've got here. This is actually a picture frame, of all things. And it is the regular glass that's underneath it. On this, under the glass, I printed it with kind of a metallic-y blue, and then came back in and used some clear acrylic medium to create the wave texture. Then some of the wash, if you will, is a little bit of paint highlighting and so forth, as well as that acrylic medium to form the texture. And then an awful lot of cotton wool that has been pulled and shaped. This model took me about, I want to say, about 5 months to build. I kind of stalled out at one point. The actual build itself is pretty effortless, except for the anti-aircraft guns here on the side, which you had to cut individual pieces of wire and super glue them in place, which I am sorry, I think was about the stupidest design on Tamiya's part. But I've occasionally caught a piece here or there and had to replace it. And of all things now, I actually hang this on my wall. I've pulled it down here and put it on a music stand just to make it a little bit easier to film. But I have this hanging on a wall. Honestly, the thing that truly took the longest time, I was very concerned about my ability to pull off the camouflage paint. Let's see if I can get a slightly different angle to get a little more light on that starboard. There we go. This will allow you to see that starboard side a little bit better. So yeah, the USS Enterprise, CV-6, 1/700 scale in late 1944 paint scheme. This is the Tamiya kit. The one thing I will say, I mostly really like the Starfighter decals. The only thing is, and I'm actually told this is because the model itself is probably closer to 720, but you'll notice, particularly on the aft, the number here on the flight deck overlaps onto the elevator, which is incorrect. There's really nothing I could do about that. I didn't simply replace kit decals. The kit did not have decals for the numbers on the flight deck because they weren't included. And I had a very specific vision of which edition of this, or which paint scheme of the ship I really wanted. So yeah, do you have questions about this, or perhaps you have built this kit and want to share some of your own experiences with it? Love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you can get more when I post. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you again soon.